I've got some questions and a resource for you if you're not happy with yourself and where you're at in life. I'm a psychotherapist. My name's Poppy. I've worked for 30 years globally with all kinds of people. I'm unaffiliated. I work for you. I'm also a psychologist and a coach as well. Take what you want, leave what you don't. Inadequacy. Where is it that you are undermining you currently? If you get inquisitive, your thoughts, the people you allow in your life, the things you do, the things you say you'll do and the things that you don't, whether or not you're actually trustworthy as a person. Can you trust you to listen to you, to take the hints that you have about what you want and what you don't want, what feels right and what feels wrong? Do you take those hints? Do you take note? Do you respect you? Do you put words to things? Do you speak directly about what you need and don't need? Do you have your back? Do you honour what you know or not? Most people aren't trustworthy, and we lie, of course, a lot, by omission, the most common form of lying. So fundamentally speaking, you will, the dog's drinking, you're like a lot of people if you're not happy right now. There's so many reasons for it. Namely, you've been groomed to be a passive receptacle of what you could be. Our culture rewards people being emotionally crippled. You're rewarded with being in the gang, basically. If you like everybody else, then you're not too much of a threat. Put your head above the parapet, things start getting a bit hot, which is why you don't do it much, or not fully anyway. So you'll have learned from the masters to doubt yourself, worry, gaslight yourself, put up, be realistic about things. However, it's also what is heartbreaking and causes a lot of loneliness, a lot of madness and a lot of badness. We feel mad and we behave bad when we're unhappy, generally speaking. So what I would say to you is careful. It may be getting very uncomfortable for you now because you're running out of steam and you're due a threshold of change, a change time in your life where things get really, really uncomfortable as an opportunity for you to make a shift. However, usually life gets pretty brutal and then we shift. Most people don't just suddenly decide, oh, I'd like better. I'm going to stop undermining myself now. I'm going to start respecting me. I'm going to start listening to me, paying attention and treating myself beautifully. Not many people wake up and suddenly start from there. It usually is we've sabotaged something, somebody's kicked us out, something powerful has happened. I'd like to remind you that you are who you are today. Because a lot of people who had a hand in you being you have been very inadequate in many different ways and had a real hand in your pain. The personality, the thing about you, the energy signature, the thing people say about you, good, bad or indifferent, will be, most part, because of the difficult things you've been through. Our difficulties, our traumas, which yes, we all have traumas, different shapes and sizes. We all have them though. They define you personality-wise. How you behave, what you think about, what you feel and what you do. Your personality. The stock standard things we think about, the stock standard ways that we respond to things are shaped by the things that have wounded us, in my opinion. 30 years globally. That's a lot of opinion and a lot of research. When and if you're ready, you might decide that you'd like to look at you. Actually, rather than scroll, is have a good look and ask yourself, where are you undermining? Where am I undermining me? You could ask yourself. Where do you gaslight you? Where do you lie to you? Where do you soften things and pretend and minimize? And is that what you want to do for the rest of your life? Because I'll wait till the summer, or I'll wait till it gets really bad, or I'll wait till that person leaves me or dies or something happens. A lot of people, their whole life is about that. When destination addiction, when something happens, then I will X, Y, and Z. Is that good with you? If it is, I understand. I did similar. However, what that also builds is enormous resentment, a lot of pain, and you're robbing us as well of the best of you. You living on purpose, understanding what it is that's upsetting you and doing something about it rather than looking outside of you for someone else to do the right thing, which, by the way, will never happen because that's not their job. Their job was to do all of the wounding. Our job is to make something of it. So, choice is now yours. What is it that you're doing currently to undermine yourself? And is there anything you'd like to do to come to your aid? Because I'm guessing it's been desperately unpleasant for a very long time. And I know that you have the answers to the things that you would like. It's whether or not you'll take the time to listen to you, finally. Or you could just continue to ignore you, gaslight you and ethnicize you, get busy helping others and doing stuff for others. Meanwhile, you, and the small version of you too, are sitting there waiting, hoping that somebody will notice her or him still, while you turn your back on yourself and lose a little bit more of yourself today and tomorrow and the next day. Or you could realize that you're in the presence of greatness. And I don't say that to be manipulative. I say that because, again, I know people. You are in the presence of greatness. Did you know? And just in case, take a good, long, hard look in the mirror, in your eyes. I dare you. Pop a 7 down here in the feed if you will take me up on this challenge. For you to get your life back. To take a good look in the mirror in your eyes and have some damn compassion for someone who has been waiting decade on decade on decade on decade to be noticed. Not because you've done something, because you exist. And you'll still be waiting today for someone to acknowledge you. So you get to come to your aid if you choose. Or you could forget about this. And then probably in about a decade's time, hopefully it may come up somewhere else on your feed. And then you'll have an opportunity to do something then. However, probably a lot more pain will have come past by that time. 10 more years of this. Can you do 10 more years of ignoring you, pacifying you, minimizing you, joking about you, pretending about you, lying to yourself, lying to others, getting all busy doing whatever it is? Or would you like to meet you now? If so, I'd put the phone down and go and look in the mirror. Say hello. You could offer an apology. And you could say, starting now, I'm going to dedicate my life to making you happy. 1% shift each day. And if you like this, you could come back here and maybe I've got something else for you. Sending love.